week, community members in a northwest Wisconsin city will be able to help determine the future of one of their busiest roads.
And Northern News Now's Rob Coles traveled to Washburn, hearing from local leaders about why community engagement is so important in forming their plans for Bayfield Street.
Bayfield Street, it's one of the busiest roads in Washburn, but major construction will soon tear it apart.
Bayfield Street is due to be resurfaced.
Local leaders, including Karen Novacek, are hoping there will be some aesthetic changes too.
But since we have this great new road, new sidewalks, that they wanted some ideas about how to beautify our street.
Novacek sits on Washburn's beautification committee. The group launched an online survey where residents can offer their input for future features on the busy street.
What are your ideas and how to beautify? Benches, hanging pots with flowers, planters on the sidewalks, new kinds of trash receptacles.
A link for the survey can be found on the City of Washburn's website. For anyone needing help with the online process, the staff here at the Washburn Library can offer computer assistance. These flyers have also been placed around the community where residents can scan the QR code and be taken directly to the survey. Chamber of Commerce leaders say while the construction is necessary to bring Washburn into the future, some businesses along that stretch are not excited about the process of getting there.
Having the street closed for months at a time during our busiest season, making it difficult to access the businesses is something that nobody's looking forward to.
Martinez also sits on the beautification committee. She hopes offering everyone the chance to give their input will give people and businesses in Washburn a sense of ownership over the final product.
So we want to make sure that when it's done, we are proud of what it is.
In Washburn, Rob Coles, Northern News Now.
And the construction is going to happen in two phases. One is set to begin this spring. The second will kick off in 2027. Committee leaders say each phase will take one warm weather season to complete.